This question is for Gideon. How do you explain the dinosaur fossils we have and the ways we date them?
Yeah, so I would ask, first of all, anyone asking that question, how many people are aware that there is soft tissue inside those dinosaur bones? Well, the secular scientists who had been studying them for around a century had no clue there were until someone made a mistake in a lab, accidentally broke one open, and discovered soft tissue. Now, the reason no one ever thought to do this is, of course, it's ridiculous. How could soft tissue possibly survive for 100 million years? But we now know that it does exist in there. And so there are reasons to think that those dinosaur bones are a lot younger than we would expect. I would also say, as basically what we discussed earlier with the RATE project, that there are some issues open to discussion about radiometric dating, which is, that's how they really test them. They check the rock layers they're in and measure atoms within there to try and detect the age of those atoms. I would also then point out that basically my whole thing in my opening statement, arguing that there does seem to be evidence that the Mesozoic layers of the fossil record were laid down in a singular global flood. And that would also suggest then the biblical account of how the dinosaurs were laid down is correct.
Okay. Okay. So to respond, I would say that while it is surprising, and it's an interesting and welcome discovery that there can be soft tissue in petrified bones that date to 70 or more million years ago, that is unexpected, but it doesn't actually give us reason to believe that they're young, because soft tissue will remain soft tissue indefinitely for millions of years, if you isolate it from its environment, so it doesn't have anything to interact with. I mean, if you put it in a freezer and in a vacuum and cut it off from any other elements to interact with, it's going to stay soft tissue forever. And so the inference that you can draw is that in this hunk of rock that formed from a bone, there was a pocket that was sufficiently cut off from its environment that we have a form of soft tissue left. Now, that's unexpected, but it doesn't give us reason to believe that this rock that formed from a hunk of bone is recent, because we don't have good evidence for rocks being formed from bones by underground water leaching through them in just a few thousand years. You need longer than that to have petrification take place.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment below letting us know what you thought about the video.